Good evening, Southview families. We are about to get underway with our arts extravaganza today. We are so proud of all of our students. They have worked really hard to put on this performance for you. We are going to hear the choir today. We are going to see the dance class perform. We are going to see the band perform. And we also have an art show that is in the gymnasium hallway. So if you have a student that had artwork that was entered into the art show, it is probably displayed in the hallway of the gymnasium. Right now, we are going to get started with Ms. Boggs and the choir. Guys, are you ready? You look ready. Are you smiling? Okay, let me see you smiling. Okay, because we're happy about performing. You look great. You sounded great earlier at rehearsal. We're all ready for you.
I'm trying to judge the height of the two handsome gentlemen in the very top row.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the core portion of this evening's Spring Showcase. We are the combined 7th and 8th grade choir. We would like to thank our administration, staff, and parents for all their support. We would like to extend a special thank you to Miss Nina Fisher for accompanying and playing us on the piano.
This evening's musical selections were chosen by the students. Songs were suggested and researched to see if they were arranged for choirs. Next, we listened and evaluated each song. The top 4 selections were chosen from the evaluation. We hope you enjoy Firework by Katy Perry, Lovely and Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, and we conclude with I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
Hello. Hi guys. Very excited to see all of you here. I'm Miss Morkel. I'm the dance teacher here at Southview. Right now we're about to present a hip hop dance with the 7th and 8th grade dancers. They've worked very hard to rehearse this, to memorize this, and to perform it for you all. And I'm really excited for you guys to watch this because we've worked really hard. So I'm gonna go back, start the music. Everybody smile.
Southview Steel, and these dedicated students, they wake up at the early, whenever they have to be here by 8 a.m. We rehearse on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. This is a before school club. And one of the things that we do work on, and we practice while we are jamming on the steel drums, is also soloing. So during that tune, this is a traditional tune called Baja, and you heard solos from Eli Moore, from Nayeli Barrios on the bass, Maya Miller on the lead pan, and Alex Sanchez de Jesus on the drums. This last one, if you were in beginning band, this is a tune that we actually played in concert band. If you were at the last concert, you heard a simplified version of it. This last one is Mary Ann. Just one notable mention is that this group is a mixture of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So 8th graders, raise your hand. 7th graders, raise your hand. And the daring sixth grader who joined this year, Maya, raise your hands. Wonderful. Earlier this year, the Steel Band also performed in November. We performed at a conference in Columbus. So we are traveling on the road now too. So give it one more hand for the Southview Steel Band. Hello again. This is the 7th and 8th grade orchestra, and we have had a lot of fun this year. Every student on here, this stage, this is their first year playing, and they have learned a tremendous amount in a very short amount of time. And I'm every day impressed with how well they work together and how dedicated they are to learning. We are a small group, but we are mighty, and this next tune, Spring, I never thought that we would be playing a piece like this because it's a very challenging piece. If you've ever heard this, you'll probably recognize at least parts of it. But just enjoy spring. One little brag, it should be noted that Lewis played that solo with a fractured finger. Yeah. He wasn't here on Tuesday. Why'd you miss his finger? And now we will transition to the 6th grade band.
I hope somebody's snatching. Bro, like, I ain't never gonna like, I need to go outside. I need to go outside. Alright, I gotta go back. Alright, bye. I got her friend was my best friend for like 10 years. She was my best friend for like 10 years. One day, like, I was just playing around with her, and she took it off her. And the bitch started putting her hands on me, so I put her ass in her house. Ready to throw my AirPods in? I'm gonna go put my AirPods in.
Welcome to the 6th grade band portion. This is the largest group you will see all evening. There are 41 members of the 6th grade band. That is a really exciting thing. Last time you saw the 6th grade band, we had flute, clarinet, trumpet, and trombone. Since then, we have had tryouts for other instruments, adding some other colors, adding other features of the band. We have now alto saxophone, tenor, and baritone saxophone. We have French horns, tuba, and percussion. So we are now, we're going to put a very different performance from what you saw back in February.
That's the band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th grade band. A little bit more scene change. While the scene change is happening, do remember that we do have this art show on the other side of the stage in the gymnasium hallway. And if your child is in band, we do have our band booster table over there for the high school band boosters. If that is something you are interested in, we would not be able to have the band program we have without our band parents who volunteer. If you go to the football games and you see the marching band, every time the marching band is there, you will always see those band parents. So especially 8th grade parents, check out the band boosters if your 8th grader is going to be in high school band next year. Thank you.
What are you doing? phone died. My phone died. Bro, I need to get his attention. I can't get it. Hey, wait, Juju behind him. Juju's behind him. We found Juju. Look at, we found Juju. We found Juju. Yo, I know it. Yeah, hold on, man. I gotta get a 50. I'm ready to go. There's literally like one more show. Where's the stuff? Oh, David. I'll be in eighth grade now. I know that. And he look good right now. What? His titties are oh, I gotta go home. I can't. Nigga, that guy said he's been pushing on my wall. I mean, Look at both of my sons up on the stage. You do more than I can't do so well.
The beginning of this has a solo that's kind of hard to hear. Let's try to make it really quiet so that we can hear that solo.
You can't get no
This year has been all about trying new things. For the first time ever, students from Southview participated in honor band. We have 7th grade students in this band who were in the Lorain County honor band this year. If you were in the Lorain County honor band, please stand up.
That's my brother, y'all. That's my brother!
Between 7th and 8th grade, we had 11 students who represented in the honor band. That was spectacular. Also, last week, if you do have a student in the 7th or 8th grade band, as you know, we participated in the Ohio Music Education Association large group adjudication. As a nickname, we call it contest, even though we're not actually competing against anybody. What we are doing is we're performing in front of 3 judges, and those 3 judges are giving us not only a score, they give us a score, but they're also giving us comments and just tips on what we can do to improve as a band, because as an ensemble, we are always working on improvement. So the 7th and 8th grade participated. Last week we went to Avon Lake High School and the 7th grade performed, and the judges, we haven't listened to our comments yet. We'll listen to them next week, I'll tell you why in a moment, but the judges did give us an excellent rating, which is the 2nd highest rating you can get. Every day this band is doing spectacular work. I'm always impressed being able to go on the podium and challenge them in new ways. The 3 songs that they played in contest last week, only one of them we are performing tonight. The first two pieces you heard is a completely different concert set from what we performed last week. And I think that's really incredible that they can prepare 5 different tunes to perform in such a short amount of time. In fact, earlier this week, was that Tuesday? The 5th grade from the elementary schools came over, and our administration asked if the band could play for the 5th graders, and I said, no, ask the band. So I said, hey band, do you want to play for some 5th graders? And they said, yeah. What are we going to play? What do you want to play? So we decided, and in a moment they were able to go on stage, they were able to perform, and they performed wonderfully. So they are able to take anything we throw at them, and man, they're just spectacular. So. This last tune, The Tempest, we did play this last week in contest, so enjoy The Tempest.
Last week.
7th grade band.
Jordan's big ass. Who's all trying to? Most definitely.
You better rip those off her eyelashes. I can't even see your eyes. You really thought she ate that up?
that makes a song. See if you can figure out what song it is before we play. One.
Take off your jacket.
Does anybody know the song? Ready? One, two, go.
Girl, take your jacket.
Similar to the 7th grade band, every day I'm amazed at the challenges that this 8th grade band is willing to take on. And just like 7th grade band, last week when we played a contest, we played 3 different pieces. So all 3 pieces you are hearing tonight are entirely new, have never been performed. Well, we did that on the band tour. We'll talk about that later. This next piece, I am particularly astounded by them, how hard they have worked on this next piece, on Joyful Wing. In addition to the 7th graders who participated in the Lorain County Honor Band, 8th graders who participated in Lorain Honor Band, please stand up. Lorain Honor Band, stand up. And we also had the OMEA, Ohio Music Education Association Honor Band. Please stand up if you were in that as well. In addition to the extra practicing for honor band, the preparation for large group adjudication, we also 2 weeks ago performed 3 concerts in one day. We did our elementary band tour. This is now our 3rd annual, where we performed in front of entire elementary schools, and we've just been having a blast. The 8th graders also went to go see the Cleveland Orchestra earlier this year, and one of the newest things that we get to be very proud of at Lorain City Schools is we have recently been granted the honor of being considered what is it? Best Communities in Music Education. So that is a new distinguishment for us. We have been working very hard to improve our music program, and it has. This last piece, Arabian Dances, is a very fun one. Feel free to clap along. They became acquainted with it the first time. They were 6th graders when the 8th graders performed it, but then they were reminded about it, those who were in the Lorain County Honor Band. This starts out with a solo, and the clarinet solo, the Lorain County Honor Band performed this, and they had students try out to perform this clarinet solo, and our own Alejandro, who tried out for the solo, was selected to play it in the honor band. So without further ado, enjoy Arabian Dances. Oh, before we play our last tune, I need to make sure everybody, please look at the back of the program, all of the thanks that are entirely deserved for everybody who has contributed to making tonight happen. Without everybody on the back of that program, we do not have the music program that we have, so be sure to acknowledge everybody on the back of that list. Thank you. Have a great evening, everybody.